As soon as I hit record, someone in my neighborhood urgently needs to cut down a tree. Every time. Every time. I just had to close all the windows because literally everyone in my neighborhood now needs to cut down a tree. Okay. Hi, welcome to FiberLoveDiary. I'm Trisha if we haven't met, and if we have met, welcome back. You must be part of my Fiber tribe. I'm so glad to see you. If you want to be part of the tribe, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit your notification bell. You can also follow on Instagram and Facebook. There's links below. How are you guys doing? What are you making? How's your summer? Our summer has been great. If you saw the Lockdown Made Me Do It video, you probably saw a box full of Jacob fleeces that were from a seller who has never sold them before. I didn't ask if they were skirted, so I haven't had them out of the box yet. I just opened the box and pulled a little bit out of the top. I'm gonna take them outside. I'm gonna skirt at least one. Hopefully I'm gonna skirt everything because I need to start washing. Our weather is beautiful. I really need to start washing and getting some of this outside to dry in the sunshine. So it's time to go. Let's do it. Also, because our entire neighborhood is cutting down trees, I'm gonna go ahead and film with the sound off and voice over because it is so annoying. And if you're concerned, I actually did get a tiny bit of sunburn. It looks way worse on camera. I actually can't feel any of it, but it is slightly pink. But I am fine, don't even worry. It's just because we're spending tons of time outside in the pool trying to enjoy sunshine since we finally have some. Let's skirt these fleeces, okay? Because I need to get them washed.
I'm going to try to take the first fleece out all in one piece. I couldn't remember if it had 3 or 4 fleeces in the box. It turned out to be 3. And I am wearing some rubber gloves because I don't really know what to expect, and I am really thinking there's going to be some poop in this fleece, and I am not down with grabbing poop out with my bare hands. So, and then I'm going to set this box aside and I'm going to roll this fleece out all on the table, tips up, so I can see that first. But it did turn out that there were a lot of shortcuts in this fleece, so I ended up handling a lot of it, kind of looking at both ends. Alright, so I'm almost there. I'm trying to lay it out in a single layer with all the tip ends up. See, here's a big chunk of poop. This is why I wear gloves, alright? Alright, so I have it pretty much all laid out now, and I found a couple of big dung tags right up front, and that was not my favorite, but you know, it's just one of those things that happens. And I have a bag here so that I can save everything I pull out. I always throw that in my garden for mulch if I can, and I'm planning on doing it with this one. So I'm ready to start skirting and or picking out whatever I don't want. Some people don't consider that skirting. What I'm looking for is anything that has poop on it, and that is not always just at the back of the sheep because it can get poop from other sheep on it. And then anything that has vegetable matter that's like deep into the fibers and dispersed, so I will actually show a little piece of that later. And then also I do want to get rid of any kind of shortcut. So what a shortcut is if the shear cuts the fleece off and then runs a second pass over the same area closer to the skin, it'll get a short little piece that's like in between. Here's a handful of them right here, and you'll see how they just pull apart in my hand. That's shortcuts from a second pass. So I want to pull those out if I can, because they're just going to create little neps. And here you can see there's a whole bunch of VM. I'm going to pull that out too. So I'm going to go through this whole thing and get that done. Back when I unboxed this fleece, I mentioned that it was from a new seller. She's never sold fleeces before, and I kind of knew that I was taking a risk, let's say. So this whole box was only $30, and I'm willing to do a little bit of extra picking and just work on all the levels for a fleece that's more affordable. But if it had been more expensive, I would have been disappointed. But I'll tell you, for the price, I was actually really thrilled. I would say I only ended up keeping about half the fleece in the box, even though I'm pretty sure it had been sort of semi-skirted. You can see me here, I'm just picking out so many shortcuts, and that is potentially going to be a problem. We'll see how it goes. My plan is when I go ahead and wash it and then pick it to card, I will pull out shortcuts again, and I'll be even more meticulous, but there was a lot.
Okay, so this is what I'm keeping. It is very nice, Jacob, but it wasn't sheared very well. It's full of second cuts. I'm gonna find more as I pick it to card, and I was just like really ruthless with it. I threw away anything that I even thought I didn't want. I'm gonna show you the table real fast. So this is all gross stuff that came out. That's a little bit, I couldn't quite reach the trash at that moment. There's my gloves. And this is what I'm throwing out from the first fleece.
So I got interrupted after the first one, finding out that one of our neighbor's dogs attacked one of our other neighbor's goats, and that's what happens when you live in the country. So there was like a lot of drama in the neighborhood, and a vet came and everything, but the goat did survive. So there was an injury, the goat survived. That's kind of the short story. I don't think anybody needs to hear the long story, but I have 2 to go, and I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in and speed it up and get through these so you can see how much I had left at the end. Alright, so this is a bummer. The box must have had sawdust in it when they packed it, and the bottom of this fleece, I think you can really see, is just covered in sawdust. Here's the gross table at the end. There's all that sawdust that was in there. I think it was in the box when it got crammed in because it was like on the butt end, and that's the only thing that makes sense to me. So it's disgusting. And then this is how much wool I got. It still has, you can see, some bigger straw in it, but I don't mind that. I'll pull that out as I pick it when I'm carding it. My main goal was poop, matted, stuff that was too short, and second cuts as much as I could, but again, I'll pull some of that out while I'm picking to card. So I still got a lot of wool out of there, and it's actually really nice. I don't know if you guys can really tell just looking at it, but look at, but it's really pretty, like, nice downy, look at this wool, and it's not very greasy. So I guess it's time to start washing. I'm like a little bit sweaty, but it's okay. I'm gonna go jump in the pool, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.